Welcome to Solo Shot First, and today we're going to be having a look at Figrin D'an from the original Star Wars. Now this is the last of these figures that I actually got of of Wave 41. And this is, this is an absolutely stunning looking card back. I mean, absolutely love this. You've got the lovely Star Wars racetrack all the way around the outside of this card. The image, obviously, of Figrin D'an is actually taken straight out of that, the Cantina scene from, obviously, Star Wars. Absolutely great image on there. I don't think they could have probably picked a better one. You've got the original artwork, obviously, of Luke and Leia in that sort of top right-hand corner with the warning logo, the Kenner logo in the bottom right as you look at it, and that 4+ age group. The Figrin D'an name pill, obviously, is in that sort of... it's like a dark green, and it obviously makes the figure stand out nicely. I mean, it's a bit of a weird one, this one, because, this, I suppose, figure sort of came a little bit out of left field, really. I don't think anybody was particularly expecting this one to sort of be released originally as part of this sort of wave or line, really, if you like. But it's a really welcome addition. The figure actually inside the packaging looks really, really nice. I do actually have... and I've reviewed it on a previous video if you want to have a look at that, of the commemorative tin collection, which was the Figrin D'an and the whole of the modal nodes. And what I will do is just sort of bring in a couple of those figures, maybe at the end, just to sort of put them side by side as a comparison, because I believe, just looking at it, that this one sort of appears slightly bigger. But we'll have a look at that a bit later. But yeah, absolutely stunning looking front of this card. This is absolutely gorgeous. For you card collectors, you're absolutely going to want this. And again, if you're if you're a loose collector, maybe if you want to, pick up this, potentially they may release other figures from the modal nodes. But obviously this one comes with a number of accessories there. And because they all look, to be honest, they all look very, very similar. You could probably just... if you wanted to, and it might be a little bit subjective, but you could probably just sort of maybe pick up 5 of these. Well, actually, no, that's not going to work. I say that because you've only got the 3 instruments in here. So, there's potential there that maybe down the line that they will release the other figures, or if not, then possibly, maybe one other figure with a couple of the other accessories, instruments that come with it. So let's have a look at the back of the card. Okay, so this is VC249. That lovely Star Wars racetrack design around the outside here, and that vintage collection. The rest of the figures in the wave, I've already covered those in another video. I think it was the Din Djarin on Morak video, so I won't go through those again, and obviously all that legal information. But this is VC249. So just back, I should say, just looking at the front of the card again. Yeah, this is just a lovely, lovely looking card. Really, really nice card back, this, I think, from the originals. And I do specifically love the way that you've got that sort of Star Wars racetrack on the front of this card. So all we now need to do is get this figure out of this packaging, and we'll have a look at him. Okay, so here we've got the figure removed from the bubble. And again, there's not too much to say about the look of it. Obviously, it does... It's just a great looking figure in terms of, from the character, obviously from the film. It's exactly like you see him in the film, or you see it. I don't know whether it's a he, she, it, whatever, in the film. So lovely, decent colouring, I suppose, really. Again, it's quite plain, but it's exactly as you see the figure in the film. There's not too much more to say about that. And pretty similar, obviously, from the back. In terms of the articulation that you do get with this figure, obviously the head is on a ball. So obviously you've got the full swivel up and down. You've got articulation at the shoulders, articulation at the elbows and at the wrists. And it does actually have the hinge in the wrist. You've got articulation at the thighs, articulation at the knees. Yep, and obviously articulation at the ankles. Doesn't have the rocker ankles, I don't think, looking at this one. But you don't need it for this figure, really. What we do need with this figure is potentially the other figures from the modal nodes, and more importantly, a cantina for this to go in, really. That would be great if, obviously, Hasbro were ever to do that. You know, I know from live streams and things I've done, the Cantina always comes up as a possible HasLab project, and that would be fantastic. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. Really nice looking figure. This, in terms of the accessories that you do get with this, you get the 3 different instruments, and I'm not even going to try and sort of tell you what these are because I haven't got a clue. You've got that one, some nice detailing on these, really. As you can see there, I think if you can see sort of like a bit of gold stripe down it with a little bit of silver on. And then this smaller instrument is actually just a plain grey. So the 3 instruments that come with that. So let's see if I can just dig out the that commemorative tin collection one and do a little bit of a comparison. Just put them side by side and have a look. Okay, so I've trying to figure out actually from which one's which, really, in terms of from the commemorative tin collection. But I think this was probably the Figrin D'an, but they all look so similar. It's so difficult to see, and I will just pop the others in a minute. But I think, as you can see, the new one is obviously slightly bigger. So nothing major, but again, at the end of the day, you know, those that commemorative tin set I think was launched in 1997. So, you know, if you think about it logically, these sort of things are well overdue. You know, maybe this is also the idea that they are going to give us the rest of the band and potentially a Cantina down the line. But let's just bring I'll pop the other figures just in the background just so you can see. Okay, so I've just put the old commemorative tin collection in the background. They had the softer goods just on the top there. But obviously they were very limited in terms of articulation. Yes, they had articulation at the head. And obviously there is movements in the elbows. And then obviously just the legs moved up and down. So quite straightforward. So this actually is a really, really welcome addition. And it probably does pave the way for them to give us the other band members. So let's just move them out the way quickly just so you can concentrate. You can concentrate on Figrin D'an. Yeah, nice upgrade. Very welcome addition. Not much more to say about that. Nice. It's a nice, lovely looking card back, and it's a decent figure. So all in all, very happy that they've given us that. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit the like button and subscribe. There'll be more videos coming shortly. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.